All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from Lime Rock. Remember, due to Father's Day, a lot of drivers not here this morning. Adam Barker, Yannick Gunther have the front row, Andrew Lau and Mike Dolling on the second row, Cody Kennedy and Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel rounding out the field. With Giancarlo not here this morning, could we see Adam Barker, who definitely did not have a normal season last season, seemed to have struggled, could today be the start of a big turnaround, the two-time champ leading him down? And don't forget, this season, it obviously going to be a bigger field starting next week, but they are still recruiting. More drivers are welcome. GT3 NSS, we've posted their Discord link on the Facebook page. We will do so again this afternoon. But here we go. The pace car is in. Adam Barker fires. They're away. Green flag is in the air at Lime Rock. Turn one, always on cold tires, always a bit exciting. Everybody keeps it in tow. 3 Porsches here this morning. As we mentioned in pre-race, the Porsche is really handling substantially better this season. There were no changes to the tire model, but the car itself has been updated and handles substantially better. Andrew Lau in that T-Rex Porsche, trying to run down Yannick Gunther. Adam Barker, the lone Audi this morning. Cody Kennedy back in the BMW. And Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel back in the Ferrari. Fast laps here this morning, which means a high number of laps and a higher probability of mistakes. If you missed out on all of last season's racing, don't forget to go to our YouTube page. You can find all those past races from several seasons there. The How to Suck at iRacing YouTube channel. And don't forget to get in. Today is the last day of that new logo competition. The Mad Bear not able to make it this morning. He's got a college baseball game to go to. Oh, we've got a car in the wall. It is Mike Dolling. Hopefully we see the Mad Bear back next week. Mike coming down the hill. That final turn, it's so easy to unsettle the car. Not the way Dolling wanted this morning to go. Car has some damage, but looks like he was on the brakes enough. Yannick Gunther in second as Andrew Lau. Andrew has the 2 fastest laps of the morning so far. He is closing that gap quickly. This track is fast no matter what car you're in. These guys turning 50. Oh! Adam Barker just set a 50.5 lap, beating Andrew Lau's fastest lap by half a second. The Hello Kitty car on the march this morning. Mike Dolling, despite that incident, still holds on to 5th place. Nicole Creasel in 6th. Cody Kennedy dropping a little bit of track position here in the early going. Look for him to make a big comeback, especially in race 2. And as we mentioned, strategy in race 2 is going to be a much, much bigger deal. Last season there were 40-minute races. This season, 50. So fuel strategy and definitely going to come into play, and unlikely we will see anybody pull off regardless of track. Unlikely to see anybody pull off a no pit stop second race. Adams lead now 2 seconds over Andrew Lau. Andrew has finally gotten past Yannick into second. But Andrew has started chipping away at the lead of the Audi. Cody Kennedy in fourth. Now has to worry about Mike Dalling. What a comeback for Mike. Despite that incident on the third lap, he is marching forward again. Yannick Gunther in third, still staying in the tire tracks of Andrew Lau here. Coming through those first couple of turns can be very, very iffy, and coming out of that last turn, as we saw with Mike Dalling earlier, you got to be careful. You got to carry it. Oh! Yannick gets loose through the turn, pulls it off. Yannick still holds on to third. Mike Dalling still closing the gap, but man, Yannick lost a ton of time. He was in Andrew Lau's tire tracks, but now 7.5 seconds back. That is a very good question, Jared. I'm not sure if these are new or old Porsches. If I'm not mistaken, that is the new Porsche we're seeing out there, but I will confirm that. That may be why the drivers are saying the Porsche is so much better this season. It's not trying to kill them. And Mike Dalling is on the march in his Porsche, cutting away at that gap of Yannick Gunther. Andrew Lau, meanwhile, 2.25 seconds behind the leader. He chops away through the tighter sections. It looks like Barker has the run out of the turns. Cody Kennedy has had a problem back behind. Out of the final turn. Ouch, hard hit. It is a bit harder to tell. Trying to look at Yannick's. Trying to see if there's a difference. I think some of these might be the old Porsche, but as I mentioned, we'll ask the drivers between races. Adam Barker, meanwhile, coming around lap traffic. Nicole Kriesel. Worth noting, we talked about it at the end of last season. Nicole getting faster and faster. Her lap times are getting much, much closer to the leaders. And with the help that Nicole was getting from Adam Barker earlier in this race, or earlier in practice rather, I suspect Nicole is going to be up in the fight during the second race and definitely later in the season. Oh, she overshoots. Manages a quick recovery. In addition to the logo competition, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 8 Eastern. A huge announcement live right here. We'll announce the new logo, and we have now a couple of big announcements. One of which is going to make a lot of people very, very happy. Adam Barker has really cranked it up. Last lap, Andrew Lau had a problem. Lost a ton of momentum. Adam Barker, however, has not lost any. He has pulled out to a 5.5 second lead. Lau was marching towards him, but obviously struggled on the last lap. Yannick Gunther unable to make up any ground, though. Mike Dalling, however, continues to reel in Yannick Gunther, but 12 seconds behind. With 9 minutes left to go, it's going to be difficult. Cody Kennedy, after that incident a few moments ago, is back in fifth. No chance of recovering. Jared, I don't know. That could be a distinct possibility. Adam Barker definitely dominating here today. He is going to be very, very tough to beat. He has been flawless all morning long. The only hope these other drivers have is, in race 2 is going to be to try and beat him on pit road. Cody Kennedy has had a big problem. Cody headed down toward the final turn, but that, oh, hard hit. What a hard hit for Cody Kennedy. I am definitely stealing that line. Cody Kennedy is on pit road. We'll see if he gets back out. There was a one-race deal this morning. The cars do have the auto heel function turned on for today only. Does change the complexion of the race just a little bit. Hopefully we'll see everybody make it to the end. Hopefully Cody will get back out here. Huge shout out to the sponsor. You see it on the front of Adam Barker's car, Conlift Solutions. Definitely go check them out. ConliftSolutions.com. Get all sorts of information. They do a lot of great audio-visual meeting support countrywide. Go check them out. Tell them you heard about them here. Adam Barker's lead now 7.5 seconds over Andrew Lau. Third place, Yannick Gunther now 10 seconds back. Mike Dolling stabilized about 12 seconds behind Yannick. He was gaining for a very, very long time. Looks like he lost some momentum a couple of laps ago and just has not been able to recover. Nicole Kriesel now runs in 5th. Cody Kennedy in 6th. Cody trying to run down Nicole. Less than 4.5 seconds left. 4.5 minutes, left to go. Adam Barker still dominates, but we may have a battle brewing here for 5th. Nicole just 2.5 seconds ahead of Cody Kennedy. Oh, Cody gets wide off into the grass, but saves it. Mike Dolling in 4th may come into play with this battle for 5th. As he comes around, both cars for Nicole Kriesel and Cody Kennedy a lap or more down. And Adam Barker continues to march away. Yannick Gunther has started reeling in Andrew Lau. Oh, Nicole has a problem. She is off track. Manages to recover. Dolan gets by, and Cody Kennedy moves into 5th. Just gets a little too wide into the grass, but a great save. That could have gone horribly wrong. Adam Barker still has the fastest lap of the morning by over a quarter second. Yannick Gunther with the second fastest lap, trying to reel in Andrew Lau. And Lau just unable to mount any kind of charge against Adam Barker. Two minutes left to go. They should get the white flag next time by, I do believe. Should see a full field invert going into race number 2. And definitely looking forward to all the drivers being back out on track next week. This group definitely puts on one heck of a show once the whole field is here. Plus, I did see some new drivers join during the off-season. Down toward turn 1, I did not see Barney waving the white flag. It'll be next time by that we get the white flag, giving Adam a little bit more time to gain some ground. It would be awesome to see some more Ferraris out there. In car with Adam Barker. We'll see if Barney gives him the white flag this time. White flag is in the air for Adam Barker. Looking at his first win of the season, the first win of the season, and Adam Barker's going to do it in dominant style. Has a 6.5 second lead over Andrew Lau. Yannick Gunther in third. Mike Dolling fourth. Cody Kennedy got by Nicole Kriesel and took fifth. Nicole back to sixth. But it is interesting to note that the last 2 or 3 laps, the Porsches were picking up time. They seem to have gotten a little bit faster, actually a lot faster on the long run. Could be a factor in race 2, but out of the final turn, here he comes. Adam Barker will win race 1. Andrew Lau comes home second, Yannick Gunther in third, and they are celebrating by sending Adam Barker into a wall. Let's talk to our top 3. Hey Yannick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey Doug.
Hey buddy. A great start to the season, but more importantly, I have to ask that last 2 or 3 laps. You guys, the Porsches, just looked like they were starting to mount a big charge.
Yeah, I think it's because the track went a little cooler, I think. And I think the tires are good on the Porsche.
They definitely seem to be. Now, is this the same Porsche as last season, or are you guys racing the new ones?
It's the new one. It's the 992 version of the Porsche. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun car.
Well, it's definitely making a difference, and it seems like that Porsche is going to be a long-run car. Knowing that going into this longer second race, can you charge up through the field?
I really hope so, but let's see how fuel strategy will actually turn out, because we only have 40 liters of fuel, and I don't know if that will be enough for 50 minutes of racing.
Well, that's definitely going to be very interesting to see. Congratulations, buddy. Good luck this morning.
Thank you, Doug.
Yannick Gunther comes home in third. Andrew Lau comes home in second. Andrew, it looked like you were able to hang with Adam for a while, and then a mistake sent you back and you couldn't recover.
Yeah, that happened a couple times. I think going by practice times, Adam was a little too quick for us anyway.
Well, I was just telling Yannick that Porsche looks like this longer race may come into its favor. It was definitely the fastest car on that long run.
Yeah, we're hoping the field strategy will work out for the feature race as it's extended another 10 minutes. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, man, a great way to start the season. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug.
Andrew comes home in second, but Adam Barker pulls off the win. Adam, every time you have won a race, the first race of the season, you've gone on to win the championship. You got to be happy with the way this started.
I didn't know that, but yeah, it was nice to win. I was winless throughout the last season, so nice to get it out of the way nice and early.
It definitely was, and man, this morning it was definitely not Hello Kitty. It was Goodbye Kitty because you checked out.
Yeah, as soon as I got a nice lead, I settled in a little bit, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second race, because we don't really have enough fuel for this. So I think I'm going to have to either save a decent portion of fuel or come into the pits twice.
Well, man, hopefully the strategy will work out. It's definitely going to be an interesting change with the longer race and differences in fuel mileage and tire wear. Good luck and congratulations on getting that first win.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Adam Barker wins race number 1 of the season, and as mentioned, the last 2 times he has won the first race of the season, he's going on to win the championship. Could this be the start of Adam's 3rd champion? Actually, correction, I believe it'd be his 4th championship run. Adam is rolling out for practice in the Hello Kitty car. Oh, as Jared said and as we mentioned, it is Goodbye Kitty this morning, as fast as that Audi has been. And huge shout out once again to our season sponsor, Conlift Solutions. ConliftSolutions.com. If your business needs telecommunications and video conferencing, get in touch. Cody Kennedy out for some last-minute warm-up laps. Nicole getting some extra practice out here as well. And of course, happy Father's Day, everybody. Don't forget to tell your dad, happy Father's Day. Trust me, we all appreciate hearing from our kids. Looks like Adam making some last-minute adjustments here, as did Nicole and Cody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for race number 2. Nicole Kriesel, Cody Kennedy on the front row, Mike Dolling and Yannick Gunther on the second row. Andrew Lau, Adam Barker round out this holiday field here, the smaller field, obviously due to Father's Day. Make sure you come back next Sunday morning. We do expect the full crew back, including all 3 members of Team Gunther being back next week, and maybe both members of Team Dolling back next week. With that new Porsche being as fast as it is, Team Gunther may be able to dominate this season. Between the 3 of them, that is quite a team. Here we go. Pace car has dropped into pit road, and they fire. Green flag is in the air. Yannick making a power move up the middle. Mike Dolling wastes no time. He picks up several spots. Gets to the inside of Adam Barker, now inside Cody. Nicole dropping back to 5th. Andrew Lau coming by. Yannick, though, checking out. Adam Barker battling with Cody Kennedy, and it looks like Adam's going to come out on top. Adam now up into 3rd place, trying to sweep the morning. Mike Dolling in 2nd, Yannick in the lead. Yannick's lead now almost 1 second. Adam Barker closing the gap, though, on Mike Dolling. Cody gets loose through the first turn, but manages to pull it back in. Cody Kennedy now back to 6. Nicole managing to slip by as he recovered. Meanwhile, Adam Barker has caught up to the back bumper of Mike Dolling. Dolling is closed in on Yannick Gunther. We're about to have a 3-car battle for the lead as Nicole Kriesel has crashed. Oh, into the chicane. Just get. Oh! Ouch. Nicole took flight there. Yannick still has the lead, opens a little bit of a gap on Mike Dolling again, but Adam Barker just set the fastest lap of race 2, and he looks to the inside of Dolling for second place. Big run for the Audi down into turn 1. Adam managed to complete the pass on Dolling, now back to 3rd. Andrew Lau closing up as they continue to battle ahead. Cody Kennedy back in 5th. Nicole, that's what she sent. Kriesel back in 6th. Through the chicane, up the hill they come. And Andrew Lau has had a problem. Andrew was on the march, closing in on the top 2, just goes too wide into the grass, but look at the save! Yeet indeed, that is exactly what he just did and managed to save it. Good morning, Kevin. Adam Barker now in 2nd. Yannick just set the fastest lap of race 2, beating Adam's previous lap, trying to keep Adam in the rear view mirror. And remember, fuel strategy could be huge this morning with this longer race. It could end up being a 2-stop race today. And happy Father's Day to you too, buddy. Mike Dolling sits in 3rd. Andrew Lau, despite that problem earlier, 5 1/4 seconds back, does appear to be gaining a little ground. That new Porsche is definitely going to be tough to beat, especially the longer the race, the better that car gets. It seems to use less of the tires. Adam Barker just beat Yannick's lap and is closing back in. Mike Dolling still in 3rd, trying to stay with Adam Barker. Andrew Lau in 4th, Cody Kennedy in 5th, Nicole Kriesel in 6th. Nicole about to have the leaders right on her bumper as they go down into the final turn. Nicole moving over, letting the leaders get by on the front stretch. The top three now nose to tail into one. Andrew Lau sitting back in fourth, Cody Kennedy in fifth, Nicole Kriesel in sixth. But it is still Yannick Gunther, Adam Barker, Mike Dolling, the top three. Andrew Lau had lost a lot of ground earlier after going off track, but has started to charge back, especially with those top three going at it. Now just 4.25 seconds back. He's gained a full second in just a couple of laps. He'll be able to get a little draft help off of Nicole Kriesel down the front stretch. The Porsches appear to be taking a very distinctively different line this morning than the Audi. This new Porsche, the drivers did say, less likely to attack and kill you, but it is faster, it is better. Top three still nose to tail. No clear advantage at the moment, but again, we did hear Adam say there would be the chance that they may try and be conserving some fuel here. Although based on the lap times, I don't know that anybody's conserving anything here. These are definitely a lot of fun. Looking at the speeds, I'm curious if Adam Barker is laying out of the gas down the front straightaway. He is not, he eases to full throttle. He is conserving fuel. Very, very little amounts, as you saw, but he is trying to conserve a little fuel here. Staying in Yannick's draft, as long as he stays within striking distance, doesn't have anything to worry about. But while these three are going at it, Andrew Lau continues to close in. Cody Kennedy still riding back and forth. Oh, Nicole has had a problem. Coming through this section is extremely tricky. The back end always wanting to step out. Great recovery by Nicole. Andrew Lau now only 4 seconds behind the leaders. He continues to try and close that gap down. And I guarantee you, he is not saving a drop of fuel right now. The only time these top three seem to spread out is going through the corners. They're giving each other breathing room. But again, three very distinctive ways around this track. The Porsches look like they don't need to swing as wide to carry the momentum. Audi's close. The Audi appears to be hitting closer to the apex. The Porsche able to use more of the track and carry more speed. Kevin, we got that storm last night, overnight. Adam Barker has closed right back up to Yannick again. Could this be the attack for the lead? Remember, we know they have to make one pit stop this morning. How many of them can save the fuel to make it just one? Some of these drivers we expect to see 2 stops. This may come down to who can stretch this first fuel run the furthest. Cody Kennedy looked like he had to move off track to avoid the leaders here. Mike Dolling lost a little bit of ground, but is attacking back up the hill. Dolling, a new paint scheme for today. Could we see this paint scheme all season long? And of course, Andrew Lau back in that green T-Rex paint scheme. Worth noting, Andrew is closed now down to 2 1/4 seconds behind Mike Dolling. Meanwhile, Yannick and Adam have pulled a bit of a gap on Dolling here. Dolling is closing back in on the top 2 now, as Andrew Lau continues to close in on him. Now Andrew just 1.7 seconds back. I think Andrew is still very much in this fight. Kevin, you're probably right. That probably is the same one. Let's take a lap inside the second place car of Adam Barker, staying right in Yannick's tire tracks through this first turn, easing back onto the throttle. It's so easy to unsettle the car. Through here, you're making so many turns, on and off the gas, on and off the brakes. Headed down into that chicane and back up the hill. Right-hander headed back down the hill. Surprisingly, not seeing, in seasons past, we have seen these cars catch a little air coming up the hill. That has not been the case this morning. Adam completes the lap in just 51.65 seconds. "25 minutes into the second race, Adam Barker dominated that first one. Looks like he is just in fuel conservation mode at the moment. How many of them, though, can make it to the halfway point 25 minutes in? Adam blinking the lights at Yannick. Mike Dolling in third now has to start watching the mirror again. Here comes Andrew Lau. Oh, I have to agree. The Mazdas here are a blast. So is the GR86. Andrew Lau continuing to reel in Mike Dolling. Dolling has caught back up to Adam Barker and Yannick Gunther. We're about to have a 4-car race for the lead. Cody Kennedy back in 5th. Nicole Kriesel in 6th. Both drivers struggling here this morning. But both of them still in the fight. Looks like some of the cloud cover may be lifting. That could change this race in a big way. Adam's still right in Yannick's tire tracks. Mike Dolling is there, and Andrew Lau is almost there now. If you're Adam Barker, how much longer can you afford to sit here and save the fuel knowing these two drivers are game? Cody Kennedy has had a big problem back behind. Down into turn 1. Goes a little wide, just barely clips the grass. Manages to save it. At least keeps it off the wall this time. Hey, good morning, Russell. How are you? And happy Father's Day, buddy. Yannick and Adam now have a 1-second gap. Andrew Lau has had a problem. Andrew had caught up to the leaders. Just pushes too hard through the final turn. Ouch. Andrew Lau recovering, but now 11, almost 12 seconds behind Mike Dolling. And Dolling losing a little bit of ground to the top two. Yannick and Adam, though, still nose to tail around this track. If the drivers can make it another 4.5 minutes before hitting pit road, they may be able to do this on a single stop. Now, Kevin, that sugar levels that out of whack can cause problems, buddy. Yannick and Adam nose to tail. Dawling's starting to close back up. Seems like Dawling is letting off for a lap or two and then reeling them back in. He might just be toying with these two. Andrew Lau now back and forth, 11 and a half seconds back, but he is gaining on the cars ahead. He's definitely been one of the fastest out there all morning long. Could still be in this fight, and with a good pit stop and a lot of speed, could get back up here. Oh, that is awesome, Russell. Good luck, buddy. What car are you going to run? Yannick Gunther out front. Adam Barker second. Dawling in third. Andrew Lau in fourth. Andrew continuing to gain. As mentioned, Adam Barker dominated race one. Has not pushed the issue here in the second race. Mike Dawling in third, staying within striking distance throughout this race. Andrew Lau, who was up there in the fight earlier, had a bit of a problem, managed to recover, and now starting to fight his way back. Cody Kennedy now in fifth. Nicole Kriesel in sixth. And here we go. Yannick Gunther is on pit road. Adam Barker, Mike Dawling, stay out. If they can make it this lap, they should be able to do this entire race on a single stop. Now the question is, Yannick in before the halfway point. Will he be able to make it to the end? Nicole Kriesel is on pit road. And Adam Barker is going to stay out another lap, as is Mike Dawling. Andrew Lau sitting in third. Yannick now on a pit road in fourth. And Andrew Lau is in. Lau should be able to go from here to the end. The big question mark among the top four right now is Yannick Gunther. He stopped before the halfway point. Can he make it to the end? Adam goes by pit road again. Mike Dawling is in. Adam definitely trying to take advantage, stretch that fuel as far as he possibly can. Yannick Gunther has gotten back by Andrew Lau. Lau in fourth. Yannick now up into third. Mike Dolling on his way out of pit road. And Adam Barker gives up the lead. He is coming to pit road. He will be able to go the distance from here. Can he get out of pit road before Yannick gets back around? Get 1 or 2 tracks a season, guys, and get as many races in as you can. Adam Barker's off pit road as Yannick goes by. This is the battle for the lead. Adam pulls the nose ahead. They're in a dogfight. Dolling is right there with them. Adam clears into the lead. Mike Dolling still lurking right there in third. But remember, as we saw in race 1, those Porsches are a lot better on the long run. As we approach that last 20 minutes of this one, Adam Barker has the lead. Yannick Gunther in second. Mike Dolling in third. Andrew Lau in fourth, under 11 seconds behind. He's got 20 minutes to get it done. I do not think Lau is out of this fight yet. Don't forget, folks, today is the last day to submit your logo for the new HTSAI logo. The announcement will be made tomorrow night. Voting will begin tomorrow morning. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for that very big announcement. Already 3 big announcements coming tomorrow evening, possibly a 4th. Adam Barker standing about 3/4 of a second ahead, not pushing the issue. Mike Dolling sits in third. Andrew Lau in fourth. Yannick and Mike staying within sight of Adam, but nobody is attacking yet. Andrew was gaining some ground on that top 3, but has lost a little bit. Now 11 1/4 seconds back. And Adam has cranked it up. He is opening up a gap. Now 2.5 seconds over Mike Dolling. Mike now into second place. Yannick Gunther had a problem ahead. Yannick goes way off track at the top of the hill. See what happened with Yannick coming down. Wow. Oh, and he gets the tire barrier. That allowed Mike to get back by and Adam to check out. Adam's lead now 2.6 seconds. Mike Dolling to second. Yannick now back into third. However, that did allow Andrew Lau to pick up several seconds. Andrew Lau also set his fastest lap of the race last time by. And the gap now under 9 seconds. Cody Kennedy still rolling in 5th. Nicole Kriesel in 6th. Mike Dolling has no answer to the Audi right now, 2.7 seconds back. Yannick almost 2 seconds behind in third. Andrew Lau in fourth, meanwhile, now down to 8.1 seconds. He is closing in. Worth noting, last season, Andrew Lau did not join until the 6th race of the season and still managed to finish 9th in points. He is going to be one to watch all season long. I'll be sure to let him know, Kevin. Nicole moves over, lets the leaders back by. Adam continues to stretch that lead, now 2.8 seconds. Yannick Gunther in third, now 2.5 seconds back. Yannick needs to crank it up. Andrew Lau is coming quickly, now under 7.5 seconds behind. Minutes left to go. Only 2 drivers with a question mark on the fuel. Yannick Gunther stopped just before the halfway point. Andrew Lau stopped right on the halfway point. Nicole Kriesel stopped a few laps before the halfway point. So fuel mileage definitely going to come into play here. However, Adam Barker stretched further than everybody else. He'll be good on fuel and he's checking out again. Adam had his worst season in GT3 NSS last season. He is coming back very strong this season. Kevin, you hear Garth Brooks singing? Yannick in third has cranked it up just a little bit. He started to close on Dowling. Lau in fourth. Continues to close in on Yannick, now 6.7 seconds. That young man does not know how to lift or give up. He is still in this. Adam Barker finished last season 6th in points. I do believe that is the first time he has ever finished outside the top 5. He is not going to let that happen again this season. Mike Dowling in second, now 2.5 seconds back. Mike gaining a little bit of ground here. Yannick in third, trying to stay with him. Yannick now 1.5 seconds back. But Andrew Lau in fourth place continues his march. Now 6.6 seconds behind. The top 3 cannot make any mistakes. The last couple of laps, Andrew Lau has been the fastest by a lot. Last time by, Andrew Lau was 3/4 of a second faster than the leader. And there you see Lau's speeds compared to Yannick's. Yannick currently running faster than the leader as well. But nobody has an answer to the speed that Lau has found the last few laps. 10 minutes left to go. Andrew Lau 6.8 seconds behind Yannick. 9.3 seconds behind Adam Barker. And 1 second a lap faster than the leader. Consistently. Adam Barker's lead also starting to shrink. Nicole is on pit road. We thought she'd have to come in for more fuel. That seems to be the case. The Ferrari just not getting the fuel mileage here this morning. Mike Dowling has started closing back in on Adam Barker, now 2.1 seconds back. Looks like Adam may have cranked it back up, though. That gap reopens very quickly down the front straightaway. But the Porsche is definitely getting around the corners a lot better than the Audi this morning. Mike still reeling in the leader. Yannick sits in third, and look who has caught up to Yannick Gunther. Andrew Lau is there. This race is far from over for Andrew Lau, who is charged from 12 seconds behind to catch up to third place Yannick Gunther. Those top two have to be worried looking at the relatives, knowing that that car is faster and has caught up to third. None of the top three can afford to make a mistake here in the late part of this race. But even if he gets past Yannick Gunther, Andrew Lau is going to have a very difficult time getting past the Minister of Defense, Mike Dolling. Lau cannot afford to stay behind Yannick for very long. He's got the speed, he just has to attack. Lau trying to use the draft down the straightaway, just can't close up enough. Yannick has definitely picked up the pace a little bit as well, but as those two battle, Mike Dolling is trying to open up a bit more of a gap. Lau's going to set up the attack and pulls it off into the chicane. Oh, Lau goes over the chicane. Lau's goes, holy cow. Watch this from the blimp. Lau overshoots the entry, ends up getting onto one of the turtles, then the other one still manages to save it, but wow. Andrew Lau now 1 second behind Yannick. That battle also gave Dolling some breathing room, but Mike Dolling has caught up. Now 1.5 seconds behind Adam Barker. Yannick Gunther, Andrew Lau now 10 seconds behind the top two. That was a very gutsy move by Andrew Lau, attacking into the chicane. Now he's going to try and attack into one, can't get there. Lau just set the fastest lap of the race. Yannick still holds on to third, Dolling in second, closing in on Barker in the lead. And after 46 minutes into the race, we have got multiple battles going. Adam trying to weave back and forth, break the draft. Lau has taken third. He makes the same move. He sets it up into the chicane. Pulls it off this time. After a very tame first race this morning, it is heated up in race 2. But Andrew Lau moves into 3rd place, possibly too late. He is 12.5 seconds behind Mike Dolling, but Mike Dolling about to be on Adam Barker's Mac bumper. Interesting to note, the Audi gets through the chicane in a mostly straight line, whereas you actually see the Porsche making moves and turning through that chicane. Adam pulling back out to a 1.2 second lead. Looks like Nicole went wide out of the final turn, but managed to get it back on the track. Yannick back in 4th. Andrew Lau has just checked out from Yannick. Nicole currently running in 6th, a great way to start the season, especially considering last season she finished 8th at points. She is definitely one to watch as the season goes on and she continues to get faster. Andrew Lau in 3rd. The question is, how close can he get before the end of the race? Next time we should see the white flag. Hey, thanks, Mark. Happy Father's Day, buddy. Adam Barker coming down through the final 2 turns. Should see Barney with the white flag. One more time around and Adam Barker will sweep the race this morning. He dominated the first race and I think he toyed with them in the second race. Played the fuel strategy, knew he had to stretch it to only make one stop, gets it done. Mike Dolling sits right in his tracks the whole time. And what about Andrew Lau? Had it not been for the mistake in the chicane, he would have came and been battling these two for the top spot. And here we go, out of the final turn. Adam Barker will sweep the morning here at Lime Rock. Dolling comes home in 2nd. Andrew Lau finishes 3rd. Let's talk to our top 3. Hey, Andrew, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, I was honestly watching that first attack through the chicane thinking, nobody's going to try and make that move. And you just sent it in there. I thought you had it for a minute, and 2 laps later you did.
Yeah, I think I had a better run through the prior corner than Yannick did, so I had the speed on him, but that first attempt was maybe a little too much. The second one worked out, though.
Honestly, had that first attempt worked, looking at your lap times, I think you would have caught the leaders, and there would have been a 3-car battle for the win here today.
Yeah, if I didn't have that first spin, I think it would have been possible.
Well, man, you definitely put on one heck of a show. That was one of the greatest passes I think we'll ever see, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Andrew Lau comes home 3rd. Mike Dolling finishes 2nd. Mike, that was one heck of a show, and obviously you're burning the rear tires off your car now, but man, that was one heck of a fight throughout that second race.
It was a lot of fun. There was a few times where I had to save the rear end on the final turn. That slowed me down a bit, but that was, I enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun. This new Porsche drives super nice.
So can we expect to see you in that Porsche pretty much all season?
I'm hoping if I can keep it together. Yeah, I'm hoping. Who knows? I may have to revert back to the BMW if things turn south. But no, I think I'm going to stick with it.
Well, man, it definitely paid off today. That was an awesome battle. Congratulations, Mike.
Cheers, Doug. Thanks.
And finally, Adam Barker gets the win. Adam, you come back from a win, your first winless season to sweep the morning. A great way to start the new season.
Yeah, really, really great way. It was a very mentally tough game that we were fuel saving through the whole thing. It was very interesting. I think we might have some changes for next race though.
It definitely looked. It looked like that first part, right up until Yannick hit pit road. It looked like you were just doing everything you could to stay in his slipstream and save every drop of fuel you could. Then you were able to stretch a couple laps further than everybody else.
Yeah, that was the plan. Lift and coast as much as possible. And then I was running out of fuel on pit lane, so I was undecided whether I should have gone in the lap before. I took a gamble, and it just about paid off. It cut out as I was braking for the pit stop. So
I'd say you timed it about perfectly, man. A great way to start the season. Congratulations! Great to see you back in victory lane, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Adam Barker gets the win. Now, BRR is off tonight for Father's Day, but I do believe we'll have 3 wide Gen 4 racing at 9 Eastern. You're not going to want to miss that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Father's Day, everybody.